You made it to the interview. Let that sink in for a moment. Out of thousands of applicants, they read your GPA, your MCAT, your essays, and they said, "We want to meet this person." That's not luck. That's everything you've worked for, opening a door. But now comes the part that scares most students more than the MCAT ever did: the interview. Sitting across from a physician, an admissions officer, or a panel of strangers, and being asked to explain yourself. Before you can walk in ready, you need to understand exactly what you're walking into. That's what this episode is about. What the interview is really testing, before we talk about what they're actually listening for. Medical school interviews are not about your GPA. They already have that. They're not about your MCAT. They already have that too. The interview is asking one question above everything else. They want to see that you are emotionally mature, that you can think clearly under pressure, that you can communicate with compassion, and that you understand, truly understand, what kind of life you are choosing. Every answer you give should quietly answer that one question. Keep that in mind for the rest of this series. Know your format before you walk in. Not all medical school interviews are the same. Knowing your format before the day is not optional, it's essential. The traditional interview. This is a one-on-one conversation with a faculty member, physician, or admissions officer. It's conversational, personal, and guided by your application. Usually 30 to 45 minutes. They have read your file. Questions are broad and open-ended. It feels like a mentored conversation. This is the most common format. It rewards warmth, self-awareness, and a clear sense of purpose. Format 2. The MMI, Multiple Mini Interview. This format is used by many schools and it surprises students who aren't ready for it. You rotate through 6 to 10 stations. Each station is 8 to 10 minutes. Each station has a different prompt or scenario. You may role-play, debate, or solve an ethical case. The MMI doesn't test what you know. It tests how you think. Format 3. The panel interview. Some schools seat you in front of multiple evaluators at once. It feels intense, but the rules are the same. Make eye contact with everyone, not just the one who asked. Speak to the group, not just the person who questioned. Stay calm and organized in your thinking. Whichever format your school uses, check in advance. Never walk in surprised. The questions they always ask. No two interviews are identical, but certain questions appear almost everywhere, because they reveal the most. Question 1. Tell me about yourself. This is not an invitation to read your resume. This is your opening story. Who are you? What shaped you? And why are you here? Answer in 90 seconds or less. Practice this until it feels natural, not memorized. Question 2. Why do you want to be a doctor? This is the most important question you will ever answer in your medical career, and they ask it on day 1. Your answer must come from a real moment, a real experience. Not, "I want to help people." Everyone says that. Tell them the moment you knew, the patient you met, the shift that changed you, the conversation that stayed with you. Question 3. Tell me about a challenge you overcame. They're not looking for drama. They're looking for self-awareness. Choose a moment where you struggled, academically, emotionally, or personally, and show them what you did with it. What was the challenge? What did you do? What did you learn? How did it shape you? Growth is the only thing that makes a struggle worth telling. Question 4. What is your biggest weakness? Don't say, "I work too hard." They've heard it 1,000 times. Choose a real limitation. Show that you know it. Show that you are actively working on it. That combination is more impressive than any fake strength. Question 5. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? You don't need a perfect answer. You need a thoughtful one. Mention the specialty you're drawn to, and why. Mention the population you want to serve. Show them you've thought about this life, not just the title. Question 6. Ethical scenarios, especially in MMI. They may give you a scenario. A patient refuses treatment, a colleague makes an error, a resource must be rationed. Don't rush to the answer. Think out loud. Walk through your reasoning. Acknowledge the complexity. Consider all perspectives. Apply a principle. Patient autonomy, beneficence, justice. Land on a position, and be willing to defend it. Ethical questions have no perfect answer. They reward thoughtful reasoning. So now you know what they're testing. You know the formats. You know the questions coming your way. But here's what most students get wrong. They think preparation ends there. Knowing the questions is only half the battle. The other half? That's what happens inside you when you actually sit down in that chair. How do you structure your answers so they land clearly, even when your mind is racing? How do you manage your nerves when everything feels like it's on the line? What do you say when they ask if you have questions? And how do you walk out of that room having actually stood out? That's exactly what we're covering in the next episode. Because knowing what they'll ask is one thing. Knowing how to answer is everything. Episode 8, The Day You Walk In. How to answer, how to perform, and how to stand out when it counts most. Subscribe, and don't miss part 2, which is episode 8. It might be the most important video of this entire series.